Starting the list at number 1 is Anno 117 Pax Romana, which brings the legendary city-building and real-time strategy franchise to the ancient Roman Empire with breathtaking detail on the PlayStation 5. You are tasked with managing vast provinces and building sprawling Roman cities while navigating complex economic systems and real-time naval combat to protect your expanding borders from rival factions. The game utilizes the power of the console to render thousands of individual citizens and highly detailed architecture that makes your empire feel alive and vibrant as you transition from small settlements to grand capitals. It is a deep and rewarding experience that balances meticulous resource management with the strategic demands of governing a superpower in a beautifully realized historical setting. Next on our list is Civilization VII, which redefines the grand strategy genre by introducing more fluid real-time elements and stunning visual upgrades that take full advantage of modern console hardware. You lead your chosen civilization through centuries of development, where every diplomatic decision and military maneuver plays out with massive consequences for your global standing and future survival. The map is more dynamic than ever, with realistic weather patterns and evolving terrain that forces you to adapt your expansion strategies to the shifting world around you. It remains the pinnacle of empire-building games, offering hundreds of hours of gameplay with a refined controller scheme that makes managing a global superpower feel intuitive and satisfying for all players. Third in line is Warhammer 40,000 Dawn of War 4, which returns to the grim, dark future with massive scale battles and a renewed focus on base building and squad-based tactical combat. You command elite factions in a desperate struggle for planetary control, where the destruction of your enemies requires precise micromanagement of your heroes and heavy support units in the heat of battle. The visual effects are spectacular, with orbital strikes and massive explosions that light up the battlefield, while the detailed unit animations bring the brutal combat of the 41st millennium to life. It is an intense and atmospheric strategy experience that captures the epic scale of the franchise while delivering a polished and high-performance RTS journey on the PlayStation 5. Moving to number 4, we have Frostpunk 2, which expands the survival strategy formula into a massive-scale city builder, where you must manage a freezing metropolis struggling to survive in a post-apocalyptic winter. The game introduces deeper political systems, where you must navigate the conflicting demands of different factions within your city, while making brutal choices to ensure the continued survival of the human race. The scale is much larger than the original, with entire districts to manage, and new technologies that allow you to harness the power of oil to fight back against the never-ending cold. It is a hauntingly beautiful and stressful experience that uses environmental storytelling and high-stakes decision-making to create a truly unique and emotional strategy game. At the 5th spot sits Empire of the Ants, which offers a photorealistic and uniquely microscopic perspective on the real-time strategy genre as you lead a colony of ants through a dangerous forest. You must command your swarms to gather resources and battle rival insect colonies in large-scale tactical encounters that feel incredibly visceral due to the stunning Unreal Engine 5 visuals. The game excels at making the tiny world feel epic in scale, where a simple rainstorm or a passing predator becomes a major strategic challenge for your colony to overcome. It is an innovative and visually mind-blowing title that proves RTS games can explore completely new themes while still providing deep and engaging tactical gameplay for console players. 6 on the countdown is Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition, which has been masterfully ported to the PlayStation 5 to provide a nostalgic yet modern historical strategy experience with fully optimized controller support. You lead famous civilizations through the ages, building massive castles and commanding huge armies of knights and archers in classic real-time battles that have defined the genre for decades. The 4K visuals and remastered audio bring the medieval world to life with incredible clarity, allow you to see every detail of your sprawling cities and intense battlefield maneuvers. It remains a masterpiece of balance and strategy, offering a massive amount of content, including multiple campaigns and a competitive multiplayer mode that is still thriving today. 7th in our selection is Company of Heroes 3, which delivers a cinematic World War II strategy experience focusing on the Mediterranean theater with innovative tactical mechanics and highly destructible environments. You command infantry and armored divisions through a dynamic campaign map, where your strategic choices determine the flow of the war, before diving into intense real-time tactical battles. The game features a unique tactical pause system for console players, allowing you to issue complex orders and coordinate your units without losing the frantic pace of the combat. The attention to detail in the unit models and the physics-based destruction makes every skirmish feel like a scene from a high-budget war movie, providing a deep and immersive experience. Coming in at number 8 is the Outlast Trials, which surprisingly incorporates strategic cooperative elements as you navigate horrifying trials, while managing limited resources and team coordination to escape a twisted facility. While it leans heavily into survival horror, the core gameplay requires high-level strategic planning and quick tactical adjustments to avoid the lethal threats that hunt you through the dark corridors. You must upgrade your character and coordinate with your squad to overcome complex puzzles and environmental hazards while staying one step ahead of the deranged killers lurking in the shadows. It is a dark and intense experience that rewards players who can think clearly under extreme pressure and utilize their surroundings to outsmart their terrifying pursuers. Ninth on the list is Cataclismo, which is a brilliant blend of real-time strategy and LEGO-inspired base building, where you must construct massive fortresses to defend against waves of monstrous entities in a dark fantasy world. The building system is incredibly deep, allowing you to snap together individual stone blocks and wooden beams to create unique defensive structures that react realistically to gravity and enemy attacks. During the day, you manage your resources and expand your base, but at night, you must lead your troops in a desperate defense as the hordes attempt to tear down your creations. It is a visually distinct and highly addictive strategy game that emphasizes creativity and structural engineering as much as tactical combat and unit management. Rounding out our list at number 10 is Age of Darkness Final Stand, which utilizes revolutionary swarm technology to throw tens of thousands of nightmare creatures at your base in a grim, dark fantasy setting. You must build your defenses and level up your heroes during the day to prepare for the crushing weight of the Death Knights, where the screen is filled with a literal sea of enemies. The game features a deep fog of war system, where the darkness itself is a lethal threat, forcing you to light up the environment to keep your soldiers sane and effective in battle. It is a punishingly difficult but incredibly rewarding RTS that pushes the PlayStation 5 hardware to its limits with its massive unit counts and intense atmospheric lighting.